Hello and welcome, I'm that James guy, this is Southern Victory, and today we're in episode 3. I haven't done anything between the episodes, but we're going to just get the time going on very quickly. There we go, we got centimetric radar, that seems like an improvement. But just to give you the rundown of sort of what's been going on, the war is about to kick off, but first we're doing this plebiscite to try and get some of our land back. World War II kicks off quite late in the Southern Victory universe, it seems. I mean, it's almost 1942, and we're about to be kicking off. So it's going to be interesting. I think we have decent numbers compared to the Americans. It's certainly going to be close, though. This little pocket here looks like it could be a bit dangerous, which is why we've got the tanks nearby to counter-push this way. In fact, this looks very dangerous to me. Obviously, we're going to be on the defensive, but they outnumber us here like 2-1 in most tiles. Guess we're gonna want another army. We'll train up another 24. We also do need to change our core soon, so that should help, I guess. We'll also work on a bit more of the decryption. But Operation Blackbeard, which is the operation we do to kick off the war, begins when we've got 1.3 million men in the field, or it's the 14th of May, 41. Now, we're a bit of a way away from 1.4 million men, but we are sort of vaguely working on it. We're doing mass mechanization at the moment to get the production efficiency upgrade, and then get a few more of these bonuses here. I really should have, when we did the war with Puerto Rico, should have done like these total war things. That would have been quite useful, I think. But if we do the traditional route of encourage attacks in the north and things, there's transcontinental diplomacy and these things, which I presume give things, give manpower and guns and things and stuff and awesome like that. But we went for the Havana Award and, you know, buying the stuff off the British and the French. Though I think the event for the French doesn't work because we never actually got the French Caribbean, we only got the British Caribbean. Let's grab production efficiency upgrade, that will give us some things. Right, 59 days. We're ahead everywhere. Sequoia could be close. We're gonna fire up. Nah, it's a 50% chance. I don't really want to do it because it could end up reducing our strength down to 10. And then if they fire up one of their gain points and points equal prizes do-dallies, then the Yankees will end up overtaking our Confederate States of Sequoia gambit, which probably isn't what we want to do. There we go, with infrastructure built up, we're gonna start building some mill facts over there. Probably is quicker for us to so it isn't going to be quicker for us to build a sieve factory and convert it, of course, because the sieve factory, for argument's sake, 10,800. Hang on, there's an easy way for me to just test that. You get done. Yeah, there we go. 3rd of Feb 41, 2nd of Jan 41. Yeah, so we'll just do that then. Build up more mill facts. Oh, apparently we need to trade for metal. And when did this become a problem? I certainly don't remember having trade be an issue. I know we've just started churning out the tank production, like turning that right up. But, I mean, that kind of made sense to me. Any more national spirits that I'm missing? Not really. Don't really care about the Confederate Navy stuff. Excuse me, sorry about that. 11, 14, 13, yeah. Cool, that means that we should win everywhere. Will give us some manpower. I mean, Kentucky alone will help a lot. Sequoia and Oklahoma will help a little bit. Houston will help considerably. The new border should benefit us considerably, and from there we'll be able to organise some more troops to help, because it's this line here that's basically the trouble one. We want an army that is here, really, an army that does Texas, and then an army that does, like, I guess Tennessee and Kentucky and friends. Peru and Ecuador have started a war. Mexico started a war. Victory in Sequoia, razor thin. Sequoia becomes a demilitarized zone. Oklahoma becomes a demilitarized zone. CSA win. Proper true victory in West Texas. And victory in Kentucky. I mean, Kentucky's kind of a bit crap. Western Kentucky's also a bit crap. Sequoia mostly just has oil, as does Houston. And we didn't get the magic triangle. That's a shame. I mean, close but no cigar is basically how that happened. Though, organising how our front line's going to look, because these are demilitarised zones, is not useful. Call to arms request. Sure, we'll join your Mexican-Ecuadorian war. Who are we at war with? And why? I mean, we're at war with Ecuador. They're going to die. I guess. Well, what's that? Is that part of your focus tree, Mexico? Modernize the economy. Deploy Mexican Air Force. Mexican Navy. Nationalize the oil. Oh, we remilitarized the states we gained through the Richmond Agreement, much to the dismay of the Yankees. Okay, fair enough then. That seems reasonable. Mexico's lend-leasing me guns. That seems useful. Annoyingly, Mexico also hasn't, like, you know, funded the military, which is a bit of a pain. Though they can really expand, which seems quite nice. There's a lot here that's good. Restore Mexican Empire. Texas Protectorate. Reclaim the Northern Occupied Area. They can properly, you know, kick out the Confederates. But they appeared to go with a steady course over here. Right. We're going to separate out the Confederate Marine Corps. We're going to go join the army. So let's rework this. We want the first army in first position, pole position, and they are going to just be that bit there. Then second army, going to be more or less the army of... Oh god, I can't scroll while you do that. It's going to more or less be the army of, like, Kentucky and Tennessee. Down to there, just to make sure the Missouri spike is properly covered. It's gonna probably end up being double stacked, but you're the army of, like, that box. And then you, therefore, are the other that does to, like, there. Yep, I couldn't care less, Peru. Have your land. Argentina's declared now as well. We're getting involved because of our guarantees, by the way. 5 off-map mill facts. Perfect. Oh. Oh, lol. Oh, lel. How did that happen? Right, well, we're at war with the Allies. That's not meant to be a thing. Okay, well, Britain and France, you're going to have to be dealt with. Let's go grab my 2 other Marines. We'll go, because this was not the war we were expecting. Fine, we'll do it the slow way. Go to Miami. From Miami, go to Guyana. Once that's sorted out. We may have to ship the Marines over just to fight in the jungles of South America. Yeah, because what we're going to do is there are most definitely going to be a Marine Corps over here. The French are flooding troops in. Surely that's in supply. Well, if I'm not in supply, then you most definitely are not in supply. I'm giving you that now. France. I cannot be out of supply while you are that in supply. We need more trucks. We need... Also, I just realized we've lost, like, all of our trade because of that. Russia, you're my new friend. Portugal, you're my new tungsten buddy. Russia, you're my chromium bro. Japanese East Indies, you're going to continue being lovely. The Confederate States Marine Corps. It's going to give this a go. You also need to join that army, and you also need to have some sort of general. Okay, that's helped with supply now. Now they're in supply? No, still not in supply. The 1942 rifle seems reasonable enough, though. You can start on the Stonewall. You can start on the Hughes Raptor. Is there an airbase nearby? 200 airplanes operating out of Maranhão. Grab a close air support and a fighter wing. Both of those will be in range to operate. Or not. I mean, they're trying, I guess. More mechanized. More rifles. We'll put them on the automatic rifle as well. You can go join the 4th Army. Because the Americans most definitely do outnumber me. Especially like places like here, Cairo. I think we're gonna need to change how the barrel division works. Because it is going to just have way more tanks, and that will basically fix a lot of my problems. Also, armoured cars are actually better, aren't they? Yeah. Needs 820 medium tanks to do that. I think that means we can put in another one. Yep. Can we start putting in mechanized yet? Nope. Well, whack in the medium, whack in the light armoured recon company. Because we're close enough on that front. And that will do for now. Because we are basically mass producing tanks at this point. So it was around this sort of spike where they were, wasn't it? Come on, industrialize. Industrialize Georgia. That'll help with consumer goods. That will give me a whole bunch of guns, but it's not actually that many, really, is it? I think this may piece us out, by the way. By moving into this one, we've pulled a lot of them out of that one. Death of Kaiser Wilhelm II. My Marines are trying their best. It is taking them some sort of time. Yeah, that did white piece us out. Perfect. Victory. We're no longer at war with the Caribbean. Also, France just declared on... Oh wow, France declared on Germany and they don't have like any of their troops nearby. Well, that doesn't seem fair, frankly. But either way, Operation Blackbeard I think is go-go time now. So let's grab the ye olde Confederate Marines. We're going to need you boys to do Operation... whatever we're going to call this naval invasion here. Operation Tropic Thunder, maybe? One, two, three, four. I just need you. Detach you out, grab you, and go and land in there. Now, hopefully the Americans don't have any of that garrisoned. We're going to pull back the naval coverage just to, like, there, basically. That should, therefore, be fine. Let's check on our communist buddies. They're doing okay. We'll just fire up all of those, though. Second Great War has now happened. Serbia-Montenegro has decided that it's doing a thing. We're going to grab Schwerpunkt. Russia evokes Brest-Litovsk. Oh, it's all happening now. Germany's also massively winning against France because the entire French army happened to be in South America. Bye-bye, Paris. It was nice knowing you. Peace conference is over. Oh. Austria-Hungary decided expanding was a good thing. That's basically what happened there. Siege of Paris is underway. Russia's not doing too badly. The Ottomans are wrecking the British, though. Basically, I think the other guys have won, is the only conclusion I can draw here. Also, we're doing Operation Blackbeard. We should not be training the army anymore. You're the only infantry force. No, they do outnumber us everywhere. Great. This seems good. Well, this is where the Air Force comes in handy. I might just grab, like, a few hundred planes and just put them out in there as well. There we go. Right, well, let's send the barrels in. See what my tank divisions are like compared. Everywhere else, it's pretty much just stationary and they're blowing themselves against me, so that's fine. I think we're going to wait on Mexico until after we kill America. What we'll do, we'll try and get some nice double attacks over here going on. Let's launch the Confederate naval strike. I could hit that one, but it is a forest. Would get us a surround though, so I guess that's what we do. And they're going to support it from those sides. They've almost got it. Once we get this surround, we'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a whole host of divisions. We're going to need to pin that. Stop him helping. There we go. That was the easy one to pick off. There we go. The tanks are doing it. Mutiny in the Ukraine. It's one hell of an armoured putsch. But they are going for it. That's a large portion of the American front line just devastated, basically. Which isn't a problem at all for them. For us, rather. Next push, I think, is going to be towards their capital. So let's go send the Tonks to Alexandria. See what we can do there. I know they're not really the best troop type, but in every other aspect here, it's just more worthwhile just to deal with them this way, I think. Got another one there. Send him over too. Do we get any turbo bonuses for this? Doesn't look like it, do we? Oh, we're also at war with Haiti. It looks like we've won every single one of those. But either way, I know this has been a short and sharp episode, but that's the opening stages of Operation Blackbeard complete. We are going to be continuing, of course, tomorrow, but that is the opening moments done. The opening salvo has been fired, and the tanks are going to be on their way to I don't know, New York, Washington, the capital, very, very soon. And they're going to be driving very happily, very, very sort of nice, lovely little jaunty ride on their way to their summer holidaying destination of the White House. I'm sure it will be perfect for them. But either way, I've been that James guy. It's been a pleasure as always. And if you want to watch these sorts of videos live, then check me out over at twitch.tv/thatjamesguy. And if you want to watch them not live, then subscribe, because, you know, that's awesome. And also like the channel, comment, do all those other things that people ask to, because the algorithm is confusing and doesn't make sense to a sane, normal human being. But either way, thank you very much, folks. Have a good one, and we will continue this as soon as we can. You guys cannot move into there after all. Perfect. See you again soon, folks.